construction on this project has not started yet. The other thing that's happening recently is that the Guyana courts recently approved the government's plan to seize or condemn the land that is in the properties that are at the Demerara River bank underneath the bridge that is the Demerara River Bridge. So last week, Saturday, we actually looked at the progress at the Demerara River Bridge, and what we saw is that the government had already borrowed $260 million from the Chinese, and I predicted that the cost of building that bridge by the time it's completed will be around $1 billion US. And people started challenging me on that statement. The reason why is because building the bridge is only part of the cost. They have to condemn the land underneath the bridge, the property underneath the bridge. They have to reimburse, they have to basically use eminent domain, just like how they seized this land from the schools and turn it over to the developers here, the Middle East developers. In the same way, the government is seizing the land, the properties that are along the path of the bridge. So when the bridge comes ashore at what is that, at Demerara Harbour Bridge, Peters Hall, when the bridge comes ashore at Peters Hall, all of the property that is in the path of the bridge has to be condemned. They have to bulldoze all those houses to make way for the bridge. So the government has now received approval from the courts to seize people's homes, and they have to compensate those people for all those homes that are going to be condemned. That will add to the cost of the bridge. Now, the government has not disclosed how much they will pay people for their homes, but as you can imagine, it will amount to several million US dollars. They will also have to build access roads and ramps, on-ramps for the bridge on both sides of the river. They have to reorient most of the traffic in the vicinity of the bridge, and that will add several million US dollars to the cost of the bridge. So when you add all of those things up, by the time the bridge is completing, I've said, the bridge will cost over $1 billion US. And people challenge that. Well, it's happening. On the other side of the road, you see they're continuing to build these drain covers that become sidewalks. So the drain covers are becoming sidewalks here. But still, yeah, so this is what I want to show you there. It's still the standard way in which Guyana is building sidewalks now, and everyone is different. So this drain cover is wider than all the drains, and so the sidewalks here will be wider. So that's what's happening around the construction of this hotel. At the site of the construction of this hotel, they're building these drains and using the drain covers as sidewalks. This is the Ministry of Education ground we're looking at here. Yes guys, so that's the point we're making in this video. One is that it's an update on the construction of the hotel that's being built, the hotel and resort that's being built by the Middle East group. Two is to point out that, as some people have claimed, the PPP government is not seizing, has no intention of seizing land from schools, especially when the land is on prime real estate property. This proves those people wrong. The government has, in fact, seized land from St. Stanislaus College. We were back on Homestretch Avenue, where I showed you the new St. Stanislaus grounds has been relocated. That's still prime real estate type, prime property, so I wouldn't be surprised if eventually they remove them from there again. But that has been the practice here in Guyana, right? And those of us who are highlighting it are not doing so for political reasons. We're doing so because, like I said, there's real money going into the development in Guyana, and there is no consultation with the people when the government is making these decisions. So what you're getting is someone's vision, and it's a really mediocre vision of what the country should be, which is why I keep saying the next government will have to correct all of the mediocrity that is being done here by the current government. And if you think that's a political statement, you think that's the support of one political party or another, then you're just narrow-minded. It's just very simple-minded. Where I'm coming from is no less than the development of New York City. Robert Moses built most of the parkways and the bridges and the tunnels around New York City. He did not consult with the people. He evicted thousands of people from their homes, and what you ended up with in New York City is a reflection of Robert Moses' vision of what city life should be. That vision is racist, because if you look at the way he built swimming pools, Robert Moses did not build swimming pools in black neighborhoods. So even now, if you go into Harlem, there are no public swimming pools. If you look at the West Side Highway, there's a park along the West Side Highway, but it stops before you get to Harlem. So none of the facilities that were built for other communities were given to black people in New York City. And if you look at, I think they've removed it now, he actually put monkeys. Robert Moses put monkeys on the decorative parts of the park, the fence and so on, the entrances. He put monkeys in Harlem. No other part of the city did he put monkeys on bars, except in the black community. So the problem with when you have a government running the infrastructure development of a country without consulting with the population is you get the kind of development that Robert Moses did in New York, and that is basically what we're saying in this video. But that's it, guys. That's what I'm saying about infrastructure development in Guyana. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Right now we're back at Camp Street. We're back at Camp Street and Carifest Avenue. That's Camp Street looking south. This is the police officers' compound, their training compound. Of course, that's the police officers' school over there, training school. And all of this, these are the training, the barracks where the trainees sleep. And this is looking north towards the seawall. But that's what's up, guys. That's what's happening here in Carifest Avenue and with the development of that resort by the Middle Eastern Group, Assets Group. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in the fastest growing economy in the world. And by fastest growing economy, I don't mean the most infrastructure being built. I mean the fastest growing GDP, because Guyana's GDP is now bigger than that of Jamaica. All right, somebody in the comments wanted to know why am I calling Guyana the fastest growing economy. economy in the world, if Jamaica has more hotels being built and more roads and highways being built than Guyana. It's not measured by the number of structures that are being built, it's measured by the GDP. Guyana's GDP is now greater than 20 billion US dollars, while Jamaica's GDP is still around 14 billion. That's it, guys. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing country in the world, Guyana. Later.